In a vast savannah, the animals lived in fear of King Simba, the lion. He ruled with strength and pride, knowing no one dared to challenge him. I am Simba, king of all creatures. No one defies me. The animals whispered in fear, but none were brave enough to stand up to him, except one, Kojo, the wise tortoise, who believed in the power of wisdom over strength. Strength alone does not make a king. Wisdom can overcome even the mightiest, said Kojo. Kojo, slow and steady, approached the lion's throne. The animals watched, stunned by his bravery. Kojo, the lion will crush you, said the elephant. Kojo said, smiling, courage, my friend. It is not strength I rely on, but wisdom. Kojo reached Simba's rock, the lion, amused by the sight of the small tortoise, let out a booming laugh. Simba, mocking Tortoise, you dare approach me, Tortoise? What can you offer a king like me? Kojo said, a challenge of wisdom, great king. Simba looked down at Kojo, his eyes gleaming with amusement. He was certain no small creature could ever match his intellect. Simba said, very well, Tortoise, I accept your challenge. Answer me this. What can run but never walks? Has a mouth but never talks? Kojo said calmly, that would be the river, mighty king. It runs, yet never walks. Its mouth swallows all but never speak. The lion's smile faded. The tortoise had answered correctly. Simba's pride was wounded, but it wasn't done yet. Simba's pride was hot, but he wouldn't show it. He paced back and forth, his mind racing for another test. Simba said, you think you are clever, Tortoise, but let's see how far your wisdom gets you now. The next challenge will not be so easy. Kojo smiling, I do not seek ease, great king. I seek truth. The animals watched in silence, holding their breaths. Kojo continued to outsmart the lion. Simba, growing more impatient, came up with a new challenge, one that relied on speed, not wit. A race. Let us race to that far-off tree. If you reach it before me, I will consider defeat. Kojo nodding. I accept. But remember, mighty Simba, wisdom can be quicker than legs. Simba roared with laughter, confident that the slow tortoise would be no match for his speed, but Kojo had a plan. As Simba took off in a flash, Kojo did not rush. Instead, he used his wisdom, taking a hiding path that led straight to the tree. Speed is not the only way to win a race. A wise creature always finds the best path, Kojo thinking. Simba, far ahead, looked back, confident of his victory. Little did he know, Kojo had already outsmarted him. Simba, breathless from his sprint, arrived at the tree. To his shock, there was Kojo, already waiting. Simba panting, How? How did you get here before me? Kojo said, even the fastest runner can be outpaced by a wise strategy. Simba could not believe his eyes. His pride was wounded, but he could not deny Kojo's cleverness. Simba, determined not to be outdone, came up with a new challenge, one that tested both wit and bravery. Very well, Tortoise. The next challenge will be to retrieve the golden fruits from the top of the highest mountain, said Simba. Very well, Your Majesty, I accept. A wise creature knows that every challenge has a solution, said Kojo. The animals watched with bated breath, wondering how Kojo would tackle his seemingly impossible task. Kojo began his journey towards the mountain. Despite the daunting task ahead, he moved with purpose, his mind already devising a plan. Sometimes the longest journey begins with a single steady step. Patience and persistence will be my guides, said Kojo. Simba watched from afar, believing the tortoise's slow progress would lead to failure. But Kojo's determination was unshakable. The path was strenuous. Rocks and thorns blocked Kojo's way, but he used his wisdom to navigate through the obstacles. Kojo, every obstacle is a puzzle to be solved. With patience, all challenges can be overcome. Slowly but surely, Kojo advanced using his cleverness to find safe routes and avoid dangers. As the days passed, Simba began to doubt his own challenge. Could the tortoise really reach the top? Simba concerned. Maybe I underestimated him. Could this tortoise actually succeed where I thought he would fail? Simba's doubt grew as he saw no sign of Kojo's failure. The lion, usually so confident, began to feel unease. Kojo neared the summit. The final stretch was steep and difficult, but his perseverance saw him through. The peak is near, just a little further, and the challenge will be complete, Kojo said to himself. With each step, Kojo's goal came into light. The golden fruit gleamed just within reach.